We all have our bad days, don't we? If you are going to put yourself under the law, my friend, you have a good day. You are not going to be rewarded for it. Suppose I had kept all the laws of Pasadena, which is my home city, for 20 years. Again, that's McGee and not me. Then I wait at my house for the officials of Pasadena to come and present me with a medal for keeping those laws. Let me tell you, they do not give medals for keeping the law in Pasadena. If you had kept every law for 20 years and then stole something or broke a speeding law, uh, I would be arrested. You see, the law does not reward you. It does not give you life. The law penalizes you. Faith, my friend, gives you something. It gives you life. And that concludes that section. Now let's continue on to the next section, which is verses 11 and 12. Verse 11, but that no man is justified by the law. In the sight of God it is evident, for the just shall live by faith. Even the Old Testament taught that man was saved by faith. It does not say that everyone was saved. It does not say that anyone was saved by keeping the law. If you find that somebody living yonder, back under the law was saved by keeping the law, let me know. I have never read of anyone who was saved by keeping the Mosaic law. As you know, the heart of the Mosaic system was the sacrificial system. Moses rejected that God could extend. Moses rejoiced that God could extend mercy and grace to people even under the law. That is the reason his face shone as it did. In Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 4, it says, the just shall live by faith. Verse 12, and the law is not of faith, but the man that doth them shall live in them. This also is an important verse. Faith and law are contrary principles for salvation and also for living. One cancels out the other. They are dramatically opposed to each other. If you're going to live by the law, then you cannot be saved by faith. You cannot combine them, they are contrary. Let me illustrate this. My daughter came to visit us while we were in Florida. That's McGee and not me. And we wanted to return to California by train. That was the time when passenger trains were being phased out. We tried to get a train route to California without going through Chicago. Both of us wanted to avoid Chicago. Well, it seemed as though we would have to go halfway around the world to go from Florida to California. So we had to come back by plane. When we got the ticket, I said, wouldn't it be nice if we could go by train and plane at the same time? Sit in the plane and put our feet down in the train. I would feel much safer with my feet in the train, I assure you. But that's absurd. If we go by plane, we go by plane. If we go by train, we go by train. They have made no arrangements for passengers to sit in a plane and put their feet down in a train. My friend, neither has God any arrangements for you to be saved by faith and by law. You have to choose one or the other. If you want to go by law, then you can try it, but I warn you that God has already said you won't make it. The law is not of faith, but the man that doeth them shall live in them. And that concludes that section. Now let's go on